Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Fred Talk. This is Fred DeBerg from Spotlight Dance Arts on the Line, and I am thrilled to be talking to a very special lady. Her name is Caryl Lipnick. Caryl, it's good to see you.
Hello.
It's so good to see you. Caryl is a special lady because she's involved with the arts, and I just want to give you a chance, Caryl, to let people get to know you a little bit. I am thrilled with the things that you do, and we're going to talk about that. But let people know a little bit about you. Caryl, are you a native San Diegan?
No, I'm actually from the San Francisco Bay Area, and
Oh,
I
okay.
went to school out in Oklahoma and got to meet my husband there. And a few
Ah,
years afterward, we got married and got to move down here.
oh, how fun is that? Well, can I ask you, how long have you been married?
Almost 33 years.
33 years. We're on 34, so we're in the same we're in the
Oh,
same ballpark. Woohoo!
congratulations.
I know. Well, listen, so the reason that I'm so excited to interview you is your involvement in the arts, in the community, and how you have really benefited and promoted the arts in such an amazing way to the youth of the community. Um, Talk to me a little bit about, first of all, what you do and how you do it and why you do it and all that good stuff. We're going to talk about all those things.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, why I do what I do, I care about kids. I care about families, and I want to help people grow their skills and feel like they have something to be excited about. And you see things out of kids in drama that you never see anywhere else. And I teach them how to take the things that they learn in drama and translate it to the rest of their lives.
Absolutely. Well, now let's tell them what you do because they don't know what
I'm
you do.
sorry. That's a good question. Well, I'm a drama director, and have I put on drama productions and classes for students of all ages, stages, and areas of development. We serve students from the ages of about 3, depending on if they'll take direction, all the way up to 19. And we put on
3 to
pretty,
19. 3 to 19.
yes,
Wow.
yes.
I got to
And
talk to you how you do that.
well, a lot of times the littlest ones, they get to be on stage. That's their heart's desire, and we never know exactly what will happen with them. But whatever it is, we assume it'll be good as long as we have safety. As long as they don't fall off the stage, everything's.
Right.
But if they'll take direction, I'm happy to work with them. So
Oh.
not they don't have to be perfect. They just have to be, willing to listen.
Yeah, and everybody's at a different developmental stage in their lives. That's for
Sometimes
sure.
daily, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Well, before we started taping this interview, one of the things you said was that with the older kids, you like developing a mentoring type of atmosphere. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. I think it's really important for older students to learn how to serve younger students. Many times we have students who are an only child, or they don't have any children in the household that are more than 2 years younger than they are. So we want them to learn how to interact with and serve younger children. So they might be asked to sit next to a young child who's not able to control themselves as well. So that that child isn't poking somebody or something like that, or to lead a group. One of my favorite activities is to have all my seniors put the entire group into height by order, order
Oh,
of height.
okay.
It's
Okay.
surprisingly difficult.
Yeah.
And so I teach them how to learn how to work together, and we have a lot of fun.
Let's talk about how did you get involved in doing this kind of service. So if you haven't figured it out, ladies and gentlemen, she works with youth. She works in drama and music and the performing arts. So tell us, how did you get involved with that?
Well, I always loved to sing, and I would take any opportunity to be part of a group or to sing for things. And then as I got to have children and I got to homeschool my children, we would I would teach them how to portray particular people out of history. And so they'd have to actually give the accent or the attitude or uh, a speech with the same intensity or not as that actual person was.
That's
And then
fantastic.
they
Yeah,
learned how
that's
to get other groups of students together to lead them for the Battle of Troy, let's say, or the Pony Express, or Martin Luther, or this is excuse me, Marco Polo and the Silk Road. We have reenacted Iwo Jima, Battle of Iwo Jima, all kinds of battles,
oh,
battles.
wow.
But after out of that, also I got to work with a park group here in San Diego called Flint Springs Christian Family under the Christian Family Schools group. And so we would have showcase, and I would teach the children how to give speeches, the 3-second rule, how to greet people with your eyes, how to smile at your audience to make an actual connection, but also how to, if you can't do that, what to do if you're required to stand in front of people, how to make it look like you're comfortable, even if you're not, so
Mm.
that how to make your audience feel comfortable, that that's your job. You're making a present of whatever you're giving them. So it's not about you, it's about them.
It's what you can
And
give. It's what you can
yes,
give, a giving attitude.
yeah. And then
Absolutely.
in high school, my daughter really wanted to be in a play, and there was nothing available for her. And so the school that we were with, homeschool group, held a meeting, and she asked me to attend that meeting so that I would be part of it because she felt that I could bring impetus to it.
Ah, so she got you involved.
She did, and she's a great blessing to me. And so out of that, I went to the meeting and miraculously became the one of the musical directors for what we ended up doing was Sound of Music. And I had never been a musical director before, only directed choirs and things, but it turned out quite well. And
Excellent.
because the cast was so large, it was a cast of about almost 80 students. So we
Wow.
divided up the musical thing. Because I think you know Sandra King, she was a soprano with the
Yeah,
choir. Yeah,
yeah.
so she and I, that's how I met her. And so we worked together and did the musical portion of the show. But
Wow.
after that, it turned out I was really good at getting people to be in the moment of the scene and to reenact what was behind it, not just to act, but to actually portray that character.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
so I went on to get to do more, and I loved it. And parents and friends of mine were just so excited about what they saw their children could do.
absolutely.
So that's how
Absolutely.
I really started out.
What you don't know is Sandra King and her kids actually took tap with me.
I
So
didn't know
they were
that.
tap students before they left and moved away. But what a great the King family. I love the King family. It's just amazing.
Yes.
So, Kirill, what is the name of your organization?
Our organization is called Passion for the Arts. And you can actually find it online at passionforthearts.org.
Okay.
And we have, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, so if somebody wants to get in contact with you to get involved with it, they go to this website.
Yes. And on the website, it has some pictures of our other shows that we've done. We've done
Awesome.
Cinderella and Robin Hood and Around the World in 80 Days and all kinds of wonderful things. But uh, there's a place where you can, click and somebody will get back to you very shortly. We're very responsive. And you can follow us on Instagram at Passion for the Arts.
Oh,
And we're on
excellent.
Facebook.
Hey, by the way, how long has this organization been going on?
Oh, well, I've been doing drama for about 11 years now. And the organization itself has been around, I think, 4 years. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
But I would like to mention that our goal is to pursue excellence in each child, not perfection. That we want to showcase each child on stage and see what they personally can do.
Excellent.
And so that they have their moment to shine on stage in any production they're in. So we actually wrote our own script for Les Miserables
Wow.
that we were about to put on just before the pandemic hit. And so we had taken the book and taken the parts from it that we felt told the story that Victor Hugo had in mind.
And so you didn't get to do your show, is that correct?
Yes, we were 2 weeks out from tech. We were every single student was called in their lines, and oh, it was so wonderful. We had between 60 and 70 students because we were bringing in a separate group of students just for a ballroom dance toward the end of the show.
Oh.
And everybody was ready and excited. And the 13th of March was the date that everything closed down.
Mhm.
And we went ahead and finished rehearsals, and then we gathered everyone around and said, this is happening. But I wanted to make it something where everybody didn't end up crying. And so we talked about how we have new things to do for the next little bit and that we would put on the show.
Mm.
But as time has gone by and all the students have grown out of their costumes, we
Oh my
have
goodness.
we have instead we'll do that show again, hopefully in another year. We'll have to recast it. Uh, and especially for our seniors to have lost that opportunity is so heartbreaking,
Oh,
but uh, we look forward to the future and everything.
right, right. Well, and that's what we can do. Now, in dealing with COVID and everything that we've been doing with enclosures and the arts being so affected, especially in-person arts, how have you tried to adapt? Have you tried to do some other things that you could still implement all the drama and the music?
M- because of the restrictions, and especially on anything that is vocally oriented, we have been had to be extremely careful in how we do anything like that.
Mhm.
So we did hold classes in the fall, and we took all necessary precautions, of course.
Everybody's
Uh,
social distanced and
yes, and they were extremely small classes. But we did monologues, and so I taught how to do a monologue.
oh,
Gave out
great.
we they got them that day. They had the following week they were supposed to come back cold, and then we would critique them, and so they had to learn how to take criticism and appreciate it. And then they got to do their monologue, and there you go.
That's
Uh,
awesome though.
our hope for the future is to do things and cast in such a way that we have sibling groups together, and again, maintaining lots of distance. But one of the reasons I did the monologue classes was so that students would have the opportunity to perform. And so
Absolutely.
they were allowed to bring, a couple family members or something. There's a limit on how many people could be there. We have the opportunity to move outside. We're a very flexible group. I've held many rehearsals outside if
Oh,
a
good.
facility isn't available. Never a problem. So we are trying to encourage our students, though it's been really hard on kids and their families to
Oh, yeah.
be without contact. And
Yeah.
just like you and I are right now, it's very different.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
Well, and I know that we're in the future, we're talking about doing some work together.
Yes.
So I know as a choreographer, I'm here. It's what I do.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
and I've been doing it a very long time. So,
Right.
so yeah, definitely, I'm looking forward to that as well. Well, I am so proud of you for how you've managed to really have a strong influence in the lives of young people in our community. Caryl, thank you. Thank you so much for doing this interview. This has been so much fun,
Thank
and
you.
you're such a blessing. Thank you so much. I can't wait till we start to sing in choir again. That's been crazy at church. I mean, it'll be nice to be able to do that as well. Thank you very
Very
much.
much. Thank you so much, Fred.
Oh,
Thank
you're
you.
so welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our this episode of Fred Talk in the Spotlight. Again, my name is Fred DeBerg, and I want to encourage you to keep the arts alive in San Diego. God bless you guys. Bye-bye now.